more units being warped in. Inverse is building Inverse is actually not building anything. Fox in the meantime is building siege tanks, marines, marauders. Inverse has joined his forces with reinforcements. This panel is gonna come down. This stalker's just chilling out back here. We see even more zealots and sentries coming down, and Fox is gonna just go back to his base while after dealing this little amount of damage. We see already an expansion from Fox, which he threw during that attack, a very good technique. We see this pylon here behind these bushes, which actually limit the line of sight, so Inverse can see any attacks coming through the backside. And again, we have kind of a steady situation. We have actually one harvester on this gas, no harvesters on this gas. There is like 7 probes mining minerals here in the base, and no probes being produced here. There are probes being produced here like all the time. And oh, I actually missed a skirmish here, which, well, I can't say it went towards anyone's favor, but we see Fox macroing the shit out of this. He's on 2 bases. He's constantly building marines, marauders, tanks, and Vikings, which will help him against Colossi. And he's just basically chilling back here. These medivacs are healing his infantry. Inverse kinda damaged here in the middle, but looks like he will be going for a push. We see a decent amount of immortals here. We see Fox trying to take down those destructive, so he will be going actually for a third here probably instead of this middle position, which is kinda good decision considering the number of Protoss forces in the middle. We see even more stuff getting work here. Inverse is also going out to take his third also here. What else? We don't see that much action right now. Inverse is getting a Twilight Council, which will actually allow him to get some upgrades for his zealots and stalkers. We see 6 gateways from Inverse, which will allow him to produce units very fast. Is anything changed here? No, it's still those 7 lonely probes mining and 1 mining gas. We see Inverse is actually not that low on gas, he's more low on minerals, while Fox is keeping both minerals and gas kinda low. He's actually gearing up to take the fort. He built a nice little bunker line here to protect his stuff. He's got about 2 Vikings, or are there more some flying somewhere else? No, he's got 3 Vikings. Actually, the third one is kind of scouting back here. The other one's checking the Protoss force here in the middle of the map. This Viking actually sees this expansion. He might try to land it and kill this probe, but that's kind of unlikely. Not much else going on. This marine here is making sure that there is no silliness sitting here in the back that will actually cause this expansion to fall or damage it in any way. I think Fox was giving enough for a drop, but it doesn't quite look so. And he's just still building up. He's getting an armor, which will allow to get him +2 for his infantry and some advanced mech units. Let's go to the production tab. He's getting his 5th gas actually. Inverse is going for Dark Templars and High Templars apparently. Excuse me. Dark Templars are those kind of units that are permanently invisible, and they're melee units. So if you can get them, for example, in your opponent's base or his mineral line, they're usually able to do quite a bit of damage. And we'll see what these 2 buildings gonna end up doing. We see Inverse not really nothing out of them really. We see Inverse, no, still no probes built from this. We see all the forces kind of like moving around here. Inverse is building those Dark Templar. Do Fox has any kind of detection? No, apparent, except for those turrets. he has absolutely no detection, and we see him actually gearing up to take a 4th here. Inverse is scouting with the Dark Templar. Let's go to the production and see how this fight ends up happening. We see that Dark Templar darting forward, killing whatever the hell they can. And this might actually turn out in the favor of the Protoss, because Terran has absolutely no detection. We see 7 kills on this Dark Templar, 4 on this one, and 7 on this one. And these force fields are actually working against Inverse right now, but he's able to get into Terran space and kill a lot of shit. We see SC is being brought to fight. This might actually end up kinda good for Inverse. He killed a lot of shit here. We see in production only Marines and Marauders. He's killing the additional structures. There's a scan going on to kill off those Dark Templars. That's one way a Terran player can deal with them. We see some stuff here. There's one Marauder in the bunker, and Inverse will probably go kill this expansion now. In the meantime, he actually could just send something to kill this off. Oh, but no, there's a planetary fortress, so that won't go that easy. And we actually see Terran coming back here and trying to pick off whatever he can. He kills the tank, and will this remaining forces be enough actually to take down Inverse? No, it looks like he's able to get into the Fox's main and maybe do some damage. Yes, and Fox calls good game. Good game, guys. Good game. And we'll be back in a moment for game number 3.